Hi, this is Brian Dozer, president of VitalLink, and with me today is Kevin Andrews, who is one of the students that has worked with VitalLink. Welcome to our first attempt at doing an interview with a student, Kevin. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, so the first thing I'd like to know is tell us a little bit about yourself. Who you are, where do you go to school, what your plans are for the fall?
So for right now, a little bit about myself is that I love to sing and I love to pretty much just arts and crafts. So a lot of designing, graphic designing, like clothing wise, art wise, dance. I took dance for a couple years,
Okay.
and then instruments and just yeah. And
Okay.
then my plan in the fall is to go to Fullerton College and to major in clothing like clothing or music or
Okay.
both.
All right. Fantastic. Um, so you attended one of our Next Academies last year, correct?
Yeah, actually, I just found this like literally 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
So I had it, yeah, and I still have all the notes and everything. So I have like all the people I met and like all the like autograph things and
Oh, that's really fantastic.
yeah. So I used it. Honestly, I like it because when I was there, like they taught us a lot about like, oh, if you're applying for a job, how to like introduce yourself, what to do, what not to do, what they're looking for, like what kind of responses you want to give. So this really actually helped me a lot. I looked at it before a job interview, and then I got the job. But I looked at it and I was like, cool.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. We
Yeah.
really like to hear that our programs are making a difference.
Yeah.
So how did you learn about the Next Academy at Santiago Community College?
So Villa Park High School had a thing, like a poster. They had banners to like sign up, and so I decided to go check it out and just to see what it was because, just to see something new. So yeah, I just
Okay.
checked out over there.
Okay. And for those watching this, the Next Academies are academies that we host at community colleges that are 5 days long that explore career and college opportunities. So, you said a little bit about how it had impacted you in terms of applying for a job. Are there other areas or ways that the academy impacted your
There
career?
were, honestly were so many different ways. Like,
Okay.
okay, so there's trips. They have trips, and it depends for. I don't know if it was for different community colleges. They have different trips, but for me, we had a trip where it was like fashion design. So I actually like went to like the CEO company of like BB Dakota. That's what the name was, I believe. And I
Okay.
talked to the CEO, and I was like, I want to open a clothing line. So do you have any tips or anything like that? And that really helped me because she was just talking about it, and it's cool just to be able to like talk to somebody that it would be kind of hard to talk to, like a CEO of a company. It'd be kind of difficult if I didn't have connections. And this program gave me the connection to just talk and just to somebody who had the same interest or it has the same goals as I do.
Wow, that's really fantastic. Are there other academy or other activities from the academy that you also found pretty amazing and that benefited you?
I mean, I met a lot of people. I still talk to some of the people today, even though it's been like 2 years. I still talk to them, and I met cool people. Uh, Everyone there, the energy is so good where it's like they want to like inform you, and everyone just seems to care a lot about like your future,
Mhm.
and I think it's really cool.
Oh,
And
that's great.
they gave advice to like where to apply for student loans or for FAFSA, how to apply for FAFSA. Like
Mhm.
I used that information and I actually did all that stuff and I applied for it and I got approved of it.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of, we find that a lot of that information can be very confusing if you're not, in that world a lot. And, as we discussed before, my daughter is a senior as well. And so, fortunately for her, I came from higher education, so I knew about that, but most students do not. And so it's great to hear that, you learned from that. So after the academy was over, what did you do? Did you, what were the next steps you took toward your future career?
So after pretty much because it was a summer thing, so kind of after like the summer ended, I went to my counselor at the beginning of the year and I was like, hey, I learned all this information about FAFSAs and how to apply for it. Like I need a little bit more help. Could you help me out? So I quickly got into learning how to apply for FAFSAs and like what scholarships to apply to and just the best to kind of get the best offers for colleges.
Hmm.
And I did that, and then for my clothing I just started designing for my clothing line to just get better at it, follow advice and tips that I got from there. And then I applied for a job in April. So I applied for a job, and like I said before, I used this, and
Mhm.
I pretty much just read the notes and was like, okay, don't do this, or and yeah, and I got it. So I think this helped honestly a lot.
All right, that's fantastic. So you talked a little bit about some areas, but at the end of the day, if I asked you what's your dream job, if we could wave a magic wand and give you that dream job, what would it be?
Honestly, it'd be pretty cool to start a clothing, just like a clothing line, like either like Supreme or Cause or something. Like this is Cause right here.
Okay.
So I've kind of always loved clothing and loved the idea of art and different things. So yeah, just a clothing line, like a big clothing line would be pretty cool.
All right, that's fantastic. Um, what would you say to other students who are trying to find their dream career?
To just keep trying connections. Connections is something big.
Okay.
You always want that, so you can always move up in what you want to do. The Next Academy is cool because it kind of, even if you come to the Next Academy, because I know a lot of people went to it, that some people didn't know what they wanted to do. So it kind of opened doors. So I guess keep an open mind to see what else you can
Sure.
do in life, because there might be things that like, oh, I didn't know that I wanted to do this. I enjoy this. So just keep an open mind and just try to always meet new people, connections.
Okay. Yeah, those connections are critically important. As you said, meeting with the CEO is a rare opportunity for a lot of people, especially for a student.
Yeah.
A little bit about now. What are you doing during the pandemic? How are you staying connected? How are you staying focused? How are you ensuring that you're moving forward?
Right now, kind of full for school to do all my assignments and everything, and then I'm just either taking the time to design or looking at different stores to see where I can print out my clothing, print out different stuff, and that's just focusing on my clothing for right now. Just because I have the time, because we're all stuck at home,
Hmm.
so I have the time and just to look at, oh, this store offers this much. I'm not gonna make that much profit. Okay, look at this one. Look at this one, or just think of different designs, different logos.
Okay. It sounds like you're staying busy, which is a good thing. I know it can be difficult when you're trapped inside day after day after day to find things to do. So, Kevin, I really want to thank you very much for sharing your time with us and sharing your experience in the Next Academy.
No
It's
problem.
so fantastic when we hear from students about how great the Academy was. We do have a couple more coming up at some community colleges this summer, and so hopefully students will take your advice and sign up for them. Do you have one more final piece of advice?
Um, Piece of advice, not really, but I wish it was longer. That was the
Oh,
thing. That's
really?
what I
Okay.
told them. I honestly, I was talking to a lot of people there, and we're like, oh, we wish it was like a little bit longer, maybe like 2 weeks or something. That'd be
Mm,
really cool. Like,
okay.
I would just think to extend it longer because I just really learned a lot from it.
Well, that's great to hear. Yeah, it's something that we would love to do to make them longer. Obviously, this summer we're going to have some different challenges because we're not going to be able to get everyone together in the same room,
Yeah.
and so we're working on converting those to virtual. But if any students are out there or are interested, they should definitely reach out to us. Kevin, again, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and please do stay in touch with all of us here. We love to follow your career and. When you do create that clothing line, please let us know so that we can tell everyone we know to go out and buy it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
All right, no problem.